story-driven point-and-click adventure game of the merry and macabre. The art style looked great, and I'm a huge fan of point-and-click games. So I thought we could try it out together and see how it goes. I'm excited to jump in, so let's go ahead and start a new game. Here we go. Looks like the controls are pretty simple. Left click to interact, right click to examine, and double click to quick travel. I think the game is fully voice acted. It is.
I could see it in my dreams. How was I supposed to know that?
How was I supposed to know that in order to find it, I'd have to die too? The game features a fully hand-drawn art style, which I think looks incredible. And I know that the spooky month October is over now, but this game looked more kind of campy, Scooby-Doo vibes rather than anything actually scary. And I'm a huge fan of that kind of theming, so I was very excited to try it out. It has been a little while since I last played a point-and-click game, but I think that they are really great for some relaxing ASMR style gameplay, where mostly everything happens at your own pace, and the clicking can be quite relaxing too. I don't know how long these credits go on for, but the music is great, and the pictures are cool too.
Everyone on Devil's Rock knows what happened to that house. Over 30 years it stood empty now. Locals won't go near it. I say all it contains now is dust, cobwebs, and bad luck.
I don't have time for ghost stories.
Then what do you want with it?
33 years ago, the Bellemore Trading Company was wound up and absorbed by the state. The owner's dead, the heir
Nowhere to be found.
Money was missing from the company accounts, and it's still unaccounted for. I'm here to find it.
Treasure
Not quite. I'm an auditor.
An auditor? Records, taxes, all that stuff?
Think of me as the adventurer of the accounts book. But on this case, I'm out of office and on location. At 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, the state's claim on that money lapses for good, along with my commission. So I've got one night to find it.
Wow, just one night.
The parish comptroller to reopen the case.
The comptroller you're meeting wouldn't happen to be Theodore Grimes.
Yes, I believe it is.
Would be hard to convince him, I'd say.
Why's that? I'm a good
I
talker.
bet he's dead.
Died about 4 days ago. He's waiting to be buried in St. Juniper Cemetery, stiff as a board.
Okay, that might be tricky. Talking to the dead isn't quite within my skill set.
Remember what I said about that house and bad luck?
My bad luck started long before that house. It's a 3-day journey to get here, and it took me 7. Ever since my suitcase got dropped overboard on the steamer, all I have to my name is a pocket watch, magazine, and $1.
Less than $1, actually. You owe me for the taxi ride.
Okay, I've just turned the voices down slightly. The voice acting sounds great so far, but it was just a little bit loud, and I'm loving this background music, so I'm hoping to catch it a little bit. We need to pay this fella, Bill Bolam, for the taxi ride. Shall we try chatting to him first?
The taxi driver was the type who preferred payment over conversation. The taxi driver's small eyes peered expectantly over his
blush.
He looked like a balloon animal that had been overinflated.
That's a little bit rude. That was the inspection though, so I'm hoping that was our internal dialogue. I know that I need to give him the $1. Or that's my hunch at least. But I just want to inspect some things while I'm here. Okay, here is the magazine that we have with us. It is the Merry and Macabre magazine. The Vanished Wedding, 2 cents. Whoa. There's a lot of text here. I will definitely read that at some point soon, but why don't we try and get going first?
It was the pocket watch I'd been given when I reached 5 years as an auditor. I didn't know whether it was to celebrate the fact or rub it in.
And our $1.
The only $1 I had left after traveling to Devil's Rock.
Let's go ahead and give this to Bill.
And here's your change.
How much have we got?
Didn't you say you'd take me into town?
You can walk from here. No one with any sense will go further onto this island at night. And remember, the tide's coming in. Within the hour, you'll be cut off from the mainland until tomorrow.
That suits me. I took the pocket watch out of my vest
And clicked open the cover.
Got 13 hours to find
13
$13
hours.
Unlucky for some. If you're really dead set on it, here's a tip. Go find the
Spirit Queen.
The Spirit Queen? Who is that?
I think you'll find you mean. What's that? Good luck,
Murphy McCallan, that's us. Here we are on Devil's Rock. Prologue, the Spirit Queen. Okay. Isn't this art style just incredible?
Walking into the port town of Dead Nettle, I can sense its
history in every
stone,
stone,
brick,
and
and
plank.
Echoes of merchant ships loading and unloading all manner of cargo
Looking
from
from
expeditions throughout the
Caribbean.
Gold and treasure that may still lie hidden on the island.
Sure. So the game is set in Louisiana, and we are on the island of Devil's Rock, currently in the town of Dead Nettle. It seems like our job is to investigate some missing money. Very governmental. So let's get investigating. We have a jewelry shop on our left. It's called Doubloons Jewelry. Shall we try heading in?
It's the door to a jewelry store named Doubloons Jewelry. The door was locked with a sign on the window saying closed for private appointment, reopening shortly. I could see 2 gentlemen inside the store. A spindly man with a wiry mustache had his face pressed against a display cabinet, while a diminutive older gentleman tried desperately to pull him away. I'd seen similar behavior in Laurel and Hardy pictures.
Got it. Not much to look at there then. side saying room and board available. Inquire within. We only have one night to find this missing fortune, so I'm not sure we need a hotel room, but why don't we head in? Go inside this passageway. Oh. The passageway kicked us out on the other side of the captain's club. So it looks like that building isn't the hotel. Maybe it means the club has some room and board available.
The decorative iron gate was closed with a secure lock.
I doubt we'll be able to get in.
I shook the gate, but it wasn't going to open. Down the passageway, I could make out a portion of an illuminated courtyard and the echoing trickle of a fountain.
Sure. I can also see a hand puppet theatre here with Pulcinella on the top.
A paper sign hung on the front of the theater. One side displayed the flair and fanciness of a person skilled with a fountain pen. The other side revealed it had been written on the back of a cut-up cereal box.
What does it say? We slowly wander on over to investigate.
The sign read, "The fantastic Fantocchio brothers will be performing tonight. All ages welcome. Tips welcome even more."
Got it.
The puppet show hadn't started yet. Set up on the seafront was an elaborate carved wood puppet theater with Pulcinella painted across the top.
Right. I'm not sure there's anything else for us to look at there. There's a ladder here
The
though.
ladder was covered in rust from the salty sea air, barely hanging on to the crumbling masonry.
I doubt we have any reason to climb down.
Open air night swimming. To my mind, the only medical benefit was diagnosing insanity in the people willing to do it.
Sure. And let's carry on over. I like to try and catch everything. I'm slightly traumatized by some of the older point-and-click games where you had to find the tiniest pixel to grab an item or progress in some way. So I usually like hunting for all of those while I'm here. We have a post here that says billiards though.
The poster had been pasted on the wall of the alcove. It had clearly been there for years.
Some of the modern point-and-click games I've played have like a highlight button that highlights all of the interactable objects in an area, but I don't know that this one does.
Pasted on the wall of the alcove. It had clearly been there for years.
Got it. So we got over here. We do have a fisherman here to talk to. Let's check out this wreck first.
The tip of a wooden boat poked above the water. Clearly the remains of a rather unfortunate expedition. I thought better of swimming out to the wreck. As best as I could tell, all it contained was dock mud and the future promise of an antibiotics prescription.
It's got a very sarcastic sense of humor so far. Our protagonist, Murphy. This building says Juniper Parish Gazette and Telegraph Office. Let's check out the notice
The
board.
notice board stood outside the newspaper office, containing a mixture of advertisements and front pages from previous issues.
Got it.
Of all of the papers pinned to the board,
One article stood out to me.
It showed the beaming face of a rotund fisherman on the docks, with a headline declaring he'd just broken the island's heaviest catch record.
Got it. I wonder if we can head in. Oh, let's check
Shirts,
out
socks, and oversized underwear had been left out to dry overnight.
oversized underwear.
The clothesline was decidedly out of reach, even for a person who wanted to steal someone's freshly laundered undergarments.
Sure.
I wasn't one of those people.
Sure. As of right now, I have no need to steal anyone's underwear. There's also a sign up here that says Bloom. Canned beef. I think it says Stampede of flavour in tiny letters underneath.
There's a billboard advertising Bloom's
Bloom's
canned
canned beef.
beef. Of all the ways to eat beef, the canned form was definitely at the bottom of my list of preferences.
I don't know that we'll be able to interact with it. I'll click it and see what happens. For each of the items there's 2 bits of dialogue. One when I right click to investigate or inspect.
The billboard poster was peeling away to reveal layers of advertisements underneath, like some sort of consumeristic onion.
Consumeristic onion. One bit of dialogue when I right click to inspect, and one when I left click to interact.
It was a telegraph mast, with cables radiating outwards as the building surrounding it.
And I'll click this one too. Click, 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 click. He
I wasn't
slowly
going to
wanders
climb the
over.
mast. I had neither the proficiency with electrical equipment nor the desire to get electrocuted.
I wonder if the Juniper Parish Gazette building is
The
open.
door led into a building that had Juniper Parish Gazette painted on the side.
It
It was the door to a newspaper office. The note on the door said, "Out on a scoop. Back later."
Will the pocket watch tell me the time? Can I use it on myself? No.
It was the pocket watch I'd been given
I think
for years as an officer. I didn't know whether it was
we mentioned that the time limit was 8 AM. And we had 13 hours, so that would make it 7 PM by my calculations. So not a huge surprise that most of these buildings are closed. Shall we go and chat to this fisherman here? Although there is a quick travel, I'm guessing if we were to double click on one of the exits as I'm running across these areas, I slowly wander. It gives us time to appreciate the all of the hand-drawn scenery, though.
The fisherman sat on the edge of the dock looking as content as a cat with a can of tuna. And with the same smell, too.
Let's chat to him.
Are the fish biting?
Not so well today, to tell the truth. That was the first nibble in hours. I'm Ned Kipps, by the way.
Ned
I haven't
Kipps.
seen you around here before.
I'm here because I have a
Very
very
important job
on
on this island.
A calling that only
Calling that only I can fulfill.
Dark
Dark secrets that I need to uncover.
Oh, you're a tourist.
No,
Why on earth did you choose Devil's Rock as the place to vacation?
I must have done something to upset my travel agent.
it definitely has a charm to it.
Nice to meet you, Mac. Not peckish, are you? You can help yourself to what I got here in my bucket if you like.
Oh, thanks.
That's very kind of him.
My expectations of a local seafood delicacy quickly unraveled when I plunged
Lumpy
my head
jelly.
into what felt like lumpy jelly. Ugh. It was a handful of fish guts.
Oh, gross.
Best bait you get around here. And they smell pretty bad. The critters on this island love them. Who would have known they're good at suckering in tourists, too?
Sure. We have some questions to ask here. I'll just go from top to bottom, I think. Have you heard of the Spirit
Have you heard of
Queen?
the Spirit Queen?
Heard of her? Sure. I wouldn't be heading out to the bayou at this time of night.
If she's out there, that's where I need to go.
Murphy, bayou's dangerous. It's not the kind of place you want to go alone.
I'll be careful.
Well, if you
Yes,
set
I
on
don't
it,
just
take the western
western
route out
route.
of town. Left that Pimlico Rock. Right on into the bayou.
Go rock.
The darker gets in there. You'll see the lights guiding the last stretch of the way.
Okay.
Just make sure the gators don't get too attached to you.
Got it, got it. Watch out for the gators. We have unlocked a new location as well. That's helpful. What's life like in Dead Nettle?
What's life like in Dead Nettle?
Well, it's not the hustle and bustle it used to be.
But
But
it's
suits
me
just
just
fine.
by.
Ships just don't come through Dead Nettle anymore.
Not since the disappearance
Most
or
of them talking about the Bellemore wedding. The locals actually
believe the
believe the
story.
story. Have you ever considered moving to the mainland?
Nah, I wouldn't like it over there. Crazies, oddballs, crackpots. Mainland doesn't have any of them.
I'm caught in between laughing and just rolling my eyes every time they say something like that. What's that you're reading?
What's that you're reading?
This is Herman Melville's Moby Dick.
Are you
Moby
enjoying
Dick.
it?
I'm struggling my way through it, to be honest. I thought it was a how-to book. I much prefer the last book I read. It was much more
What was
action.
it?
What book was that?
The Encyclopedia of Fishing Lures, 3rd edition.
I'm gonna get back to exploring the
I'm
island.
going to get back to exploring the island.
I wouldn't go looking for it if I were you, you know.
Excuse me?
Folks this island gets now either seem to be
Is he
looking
talking
for
about the
something
wedding,
or
the
running
treasure?
away from something. You look like you're doing both. You got your eye on that Bellemore treasure, and I wouldn't be doing right by you if I didn't warn you to stay away from it. I know this island has a reputation for the macabre, and it's all fun and games in the beginning, but dig too deep, and you end up in the place you don't want to be.
What makes you think I... Ned looked at me in a way that told me my playing innocent wasn't going to work. Okay, that's right, but I'm not a grave robber. I'm an
Auditor
auditor,
contracted by the state.
It don't matter what your reasons are, Mac. You need to be careful with that house. Us locals, we don't go anywhere near it.
I appreciate the concern, but who can really say they've seen a ghost?
I have, and I'm not the only one. Ever since the disappearance,
Anyone brave or foolish enough to go up to the house has seen the same
and seen
thing.
the same thing. You might say it was
Moonlight
moonlight
shimmering
shimmering off
off
dusty
dusty
glass, the shadow
In
of
a
a tree
tree
branch,
branch,
or a curtain
curtain
blown
blown by an unseen breeze.
But deep down, we all
Now
know
we all know what we saw.
What did you see?
The phantom.
The
That's something
phantom.
anyone will forget. Every poor soul who's seen the phantom has been plagued by the most awful experience. Night after night of endless nightmares. Months of restless sleep.
Visions of faces, evil faces, laughing.
It's like it can infect your dreams.
And who do you think the Phantom is? Was.
Nobody knows. But it must have been someone at that
awful
awful
wedding.
wedding. Someone who doesn't want to leave the house. Who doesn't want to let anyone in.
I appreciate your concern, but I have a job to do. I don't think my boss would be too happy if I report back that ghosts and ghouls are what's standing in my way.
You're not the first to come looking for the treasure, you know.
But if I find it, I could be the last.
Whether you find it or not, I hope that's true. Everyone's seen it.
Ned's
Sure, Ned's still gonna know was the last thing I needed to be worried about.
Even if it was a job, ever since I read about the Bellemore treasure,
All I could
do
do was dream about finding it. Interesting. That doesn't sound like the motivations of an auditor. The voice acting is great so far, but I always feel a bit bad whispering at the same time. But I also feel like I should be doing something during those long stretches of dialogue that isn't talking about something different. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's talk. Is that okay? Oh, okay, sure. So this is me inspecting the area around Ned. Let's check the scale.
It's a mechanical scale used for
Weighing
weighing
fish.
To make use of that, you needed something
Something
to
to
weigh.
weigh. Got it. The bucket.
Beside of the fisherman was a
Dirty,
dirty,
stained chum bucket.
My pockets still reeked from the last handful.
Okay, I just took a handful of fish guts, jammed it in my pockets. That is unhinged fishing
The
pole.
fisherman's rod sat on the edge of the dock, its line
Undisturbed.
undisturbed as it bobbed in the water. I had more important things to do.
And
than
at the
fish.
moment, we don't need to be fishing for anything. Gross. Here's the handful of chum we have.
It was a handful of fish guts so
Differous.
odoriferous
They
that
make
made
my
my eyes
eyes
water.
water.
That didn't work.
I can also try and combine stuff in my inventory, but I don't see any reason to try mixing fish guts with anything I've got. Otherwise, I think that's everything on this screen. Oh, fishing net. Let's stick
A fishing net had been stretched between
two
two
poles
poles
to
to
dry
dry,
and then
and
clearly
clearly
forgotten
forgotten about.
Let's see what interacting does.
The fishing net was worn and useless. Using it would have been like trying to catch soup with a sieve.
Sure. Alright, let's head on out to the island. We can head forwards to this will be the location with the Spirit Queen, but I kind of want to check the Causeway beach, which is where the taxi driver dropped us off.
As I returned to the beach, I could see the causeway was now fully flooded over by the rising tide. I was trapped here until dawn.
Here it is, the tide blocked us off.
With the high tide, the
Entirety of the causeway was now covered over by water.
only the guideposts peeking above the waves gave any hint of the road below that had brought me to the island.
It's a beautiful full moon though, but we don't have anything to say about it. Oh, where am I going? I tried to interact with the tide. Where have we gone? We of course have this little girl playing in the rock pools with a tin boat. Shall we go and say hi?
The little girl sat hunched over a tide pool, accessorizing her pretty dress and ribboned hair with a scowl as cold as an iceberg. It was the face that could sink a thousand
She does look quite upset. We should talk to her anyway.
Hello? Little girl? You lost your mommy and daddy? It's late. There could be a lot of strange people around.
Yeah, I think I'm talking to one.
Maybe
She
I
makes a
should
very
introduce
good
myself.
point.
My name's Murphy McCallan. What's yours?
Mallory Wiss.
Mallory
Evil on the
Wiss.
outside, malevolent force of disparagement, derision, and disorder on the inside.
She's
At
a very
least that's
verbose
what Mrs.
little
Huxley
girl.
wrote in my school report. Hey, do you know what an enfant terrible is?
Do your parents know you're here?
Of course they do.
This is my
This is
happy
my happy
place.
place.
Come here.
I come here when I need to cheer up.
What's got you down?
It's my birthday, and I didn't get
Oh,
the
no.
present I wanted.
Well, happy birthday.
Happy
Are you
birthday,
out here
happy
helping?
birthday.
A little. It's a nice place to plot my revenge.
This doesn't sound like an appropriate way for a little girl to spend her time.
Little girl? Little girl? What am I supposed to like? Posies and princesses?
Another good
flowers and
point.
tea parties? Those are not my thing.
Very fair. Let's ask her some questions, I guess. How are you planning on getting revenge?
Are you planning on getting revenge?
I'm not sure.
Currently, I'm
I'm
at the plotting and rumination stage of my
What are you
plan.
plotting and ruminating about?
How things would be different if I was in charge of the world. We had a school project last week. What we want to be when we grow up. Mildred wanted to be a baker.
Wanted to be baker. Bobby
wanted
wanted to be a
firefighter.
firefighter.
What did you want to be?
Queen of the universe.
Queen of the
So
universe.
lacking ambition. Do you think you could fix the world's problems and make the world a
What
better
about
place?
if you were in charge?
Oh, absolutely not. It would be far worse. My patience is worn so thin with all these
Idiots
idiots
around
around
me.
me. I don't know if it would be wise for me to wield that much power. You to the dungeons. You to the torture room. It would be very cathartic for me, though.
I have to respect the self-awareness to not trust herself with that kind of power. What present did you want for your birthday?
What present did you want for your birthday?
A doll?
A doll.
Doll?
What's wrong with
Doll.
wanting a doll?
She
Oh,
kind of said that she wasn't
didn't
into
expect
it.
that. Doesn't
Yeah,
quite fit with your whole
with your aura.
I'm still a little girl.
I
I
don't
don't
have to
have to
defy
defy
all your
stereotypes.
stereotypes.
Instead, I get this stupid tin boat.
It's a very
I
nice
know
tin boat,
Sebastian's
though.
got something to do with it too. He was all over the tin boat when I showed him my toy catalog from Mulligan's.
Is he one of your friends?
Not in a million years. You can see right through him.
Shouldn't you be heading home?
Shouldn't you be heading home?
I'm in trouble at home.
Mrs.
Mrs.
Huxley
Huxley
held me back for detention yesterday.
Again.
What did you do?
I convinced 3/4 of the class to sign over their eternal souls to me in exchange for some jelly beans.
I don't know
Third
that that would
graders are
hold up in
remarkably
court.
easy to manipulate with a bag of candy and a little peer pressure.
Why did you do that?
You've got to speculate to accumulate.
Why did you want their souls? What use do you have for them?
Just making sure I'm prepared. And that's just step one.
Step one is to collect all of the souls of the third graders. Finally, have you heard of the Spirit Queen?
Have you heard of the Spirit Queen?
Look, if Moray puts you up to this,
Moray.
tell him that I have no intention of going anywhere near his big,
Moray's big, boring
boat
boat.
again. And anyway, those
Those
skulls
skulls
look
look
better
better
with a little lipstick on them. I even made some cowrie necklaces for them, but nope. If we have a skeletal uprising, they're just going to have to maraud with without being dolled up. And they'll have to take it up with Moray.
Who's Moray?
Nope.
No, not falling for it. Oh, we have a follow-up. Do you like living on Devil's Rock?
You like living on Devil's Rock?
This island is cut off from society. An isolated
Oh, I bet she loves it.
If I'm honest,
Yeah.
it fits me quite nicely. Lots of places to explore, too.
Not bad
When
from
I'm not banned from them.
Where are you banned from?
Where am I not? The Captain's Club wouldn't let me in after I declared a mutiny. The
Mutiny
lady
in
at the
Captain's
newspaper
Club.
office kicked me out when I tried selling stories about a
Zombie
zombie.
uprising in the newspaper
The witch
office.
doctor in the bayou threatened to hex me if I didn't stop sneaking on board and borrowing his toys. And the gravedigger banned me from the cemetery when I played
Teensy
a
little
teensy
practical
little practical joke.
What was
did you
it?
do?
I convinced him the stiff he buried was still alive.
Oh,
People are so antisocial around here.
got it. I should get going.
Better get going.
I wouldn't walk across the beach again if
This
I were
beach is
you.
covered in
This
quicksand.
beach is
That
covered
is a
in
lie,
quicksand.
isn't it?
I can hop along the surface, but with your weight, you'll be sucked
Down like a noodle.
Oh no. Really?
No.
Is we just quicksand?
Nah, I'm just messing
Yeah.
with you.
Tourists.
Tourists.
Okay. Mallory has a nice blue balloon here.
Helium-filled balloon bobbed gently in the breeze. I didn't want to take the little girl's balloon from her.
Yeah.
Her brooding face made it
Clear.
more than clear
Would
that
be a
it
good
wouldn't be a
idea
good
to
idea
get on
to get
that
on
side.
the bad side.
And what about the boat?
Tin boat puttered around the tide pool, watched unenthusiastically by the little girl.
I like the noise of it puttering about.
Despite the little girl's disparaging look at her
I doubt
tiny
she'd be
toy,
okay with me
I doubted she'd be
commandeering
okay
it.
with me commandeering.
Sure. Anything else to investigate here? A couple of tide pools. Take a look.
The beach was dotted by tide pools,
Tide pools partly filled with seawater. I wonder if we can go crabbing.
They peered into the tide pools.
Pockets of
All I could
pebbles,
see
sand,
was
and seaweed. Alright. And let's interact with the tide here.
There'd be no way to cross the causeway back to the
The
mainland
tide had gone
until the
down,
tide
yep.
had gone down.
Yep, got it. Okay, nothing else to do here for now. Let's head back to the island and we will investigate this new area. The Spirit Queen.
After what felt like miles,
The eerie darkness of the bayou gave way to the soft orange glow of a gas lamp.
Beyond it, the last thing I expected to find in the heart of the swamp.
An alligator with a collar.
Painted lettering on the side of the paddle wheel revealed the Spirit Queen wasn't
A
a
person.
person.
It was a
It was
riverboat.
a riverboat. Its hull sagged. The wood swollen and split from years in the swamp. Peeling paint curled like dead skin.
It looks
What
great.
remained of its once grand decks now tilted and crooked. It looked like a wedding cake that had been left to rot.
Oh. Not a bad. Well, it was a quick reveal, but I did also think that the Spirit Queen was going to be a person.
It was an aging water tower used to replenish the steam engine aboard the riverboat. I considered climbing the water tower. I couldn't imagine what I'd find at the top other than stagnant
Yeah,
and moldy
it's a
water.
bit of a
And
reach
there
to
was plenty of that in the bayou already.
bit of a reach to want to climb that. We have the Dockmaster's office, but there's also a little shrunken head on this lamppost.
A shrunken head dangled from the lamppost.
Macabre shop sign for the riverboat beyond. What if I interact with it? Oh, am I just taking
As
it?
I took the shrunken head from the sign, it
Almost seemed to
almost
grin at
seemed to
me.
grin at me. Creepy.
Creepy. Oh, that is, I guess, mine now.
He was a shrunken head with wispy white
Wispy
hair
and tightly shut eyes. I apparently have no qualms about stealing random bits I find.
It was the kind of water that made you question every ripple.
Was it the breeze or something hungry?
Something hungry. I may have been new to the bayou, but even I knew that
Plunging my
plunging my
hand
hand
into
into alligator-infested waters wasn't a good idea.
This one on the dock looks domesticated though. Let's take a look at the dockmaster office.
A painted wooden sign was nailed precariously to the front of the shack. The sign read Dockmaster. Presumably, this little shack was where documents and licenses pertaining to the riverboat's operation were stored.
Doesn't look like the riverboat's gone anywhere anytime soon though.
The glass of the window was so thick with dust and grime I couldn't see through.
And the dockmaster's office might be abandoned too. Can we peer in?
The damp air of the bayou had
Swelled
swelled
the window
with
this
its
frame.
weight. It would need more force than my bare hands could supply to open it.
Got it. I don't think we have anything that would help opening a window right now.
The wooden shack had a single door. From the moss growing on it, it looked like it hadn't been used for years.
Can we try opening it?
I jiggled the handle. The
Door is locked, of course, of course. Potentially we might need to get in there. Okay, we have a crane here, and of course the alligator blocking our way further onto the dock. Anything else? Anything else? Big old tree, a nice lamppost. Let's check out the crane.
Swiveling wooden crane used to
A lot
load
of cargo in days gone by, stood halfway along the jetty. Oh, I'm swinging it. It almost hit the alligator in the head. It wouldn't have been happy, I'm sure. Alright, let's inspect the alligator.
A fierce-looking alligator blocked my
Very
way along the
fierce.
jetty. Broken chain hung from its neck like a leash. This creature definitely wasn't under control.
Sure.
Its milky eyes stared past me. But I could tell from the way it shifted, the way its nostrils flared, that it knew exactly where I was.
It seems kinda chill though, at least. It's just kinda sat there.
First,
What?
I wanted to get across the jetty. I needed to make sure the alligator wasn't on.
Very slight jump scare there. I wasn't expecting the alligator to snap at me. It makes sense though. There was another line of dialogue that I didn't quite catch.
As I looked over the alligator, I deduced
Two
two
things.
things. Firstly, its clouded eyes suggested
Oh, potentially blind,
sense of smell more than
but a
made up
good
for it.
sense of smell.
Secondly, there was a chain around its neck suggesting it was domesticated, and I began to wonder what type of person would keep an alligator as a pet.
Right. Well, the first thing that comes to mind is that we have a very stinky handful of fish guts here that we could use. What if we try putting them in this crane bag and spinning it out the way?
That didn't work.
Maybe I could just try giving it to the alligator.
Feeding the alligator didn't seem like a good idea.
Yeah,
What if it bit off
good
more
point.
than I was
What if
offering?
it bit off more than I was offering? Can I just drop it in the bayou?
The fish guts could definitely draw the alligator's attention,
Sank into the
but
bayou.
not if they sank into the bayou.
Sure. And are we sure it has nothing to do with this crane?
Nope.
I can spin it as much as I want though. And the alligator seems to respond as it spins right round its head. I'm not sure there's much else I can do. I have this shrunken
It's a
head.
shrunken head with wispy white hair and tightly shut eyes. The shrunken head was already disturbing enough without
Yeah.
shoving rotting seafood inside it.
Good point. Can I?
That didn't work.
No. Right. Right. Got it. So we want to, we want some way of getting the alligator out the way. Potentially we can drop some fish guts in the bayou, but we don't want them to sink. I'm wondering if maybe we can bargain with, what was her name? Molly? Was it Molly? The little girl at the Causeway beach. Can I swap a shrunken head for Mallory? Mallory, can I swap a shrunken head for her balloon? I wonder.
Nope. How would you like to trade
How would you
your
like to
tin
trade
boat?
a tin boat?
Yes.
You know what?
A doll?
boat makes more sense than the balloon. She loves it.
I'll hug him and kiss him and
Please
conquer the
don't.
world with him.
Please don't. I'm glad she's so happy, but that's odd behaviour. I now have a tin boat though, so maybe I can just put the chum in the boat.
I packed the fish guts into the tin boat.
It's the
It was
smelliest
the
little ship to
to sail the seven seas.
Good. Now I can have that buttering around the bayou to lure the alligator out the way. What? Is this someone from the parish Gazette?
Mr. McCallan,
Yes? How do you know my name?
it's a work assignment that brings you to the island. Am I right?
She began staring at me with intense, hypnotic
Hypnotic
eyes.
eyes.
Disguised within her tailored outfit and tortoiseshell spectacles.
Grace, look of someone not entirely in touch with the reality.
That's right.
An auditing job.
Eyes that looked like she was reading.
You know what?
my
I'm
very face.
suspicious about the auditing
Yes.
as well.
And you're late. Days late.
I was beginning to panic. Ed had warned me about the supernatural on this island.
I think she's just a
Person
reporter.
standing in front of me, equipped with psychic powers that could
Read my
read
very
thoughts.
thoughts.
How do you know all this? Are you the witch doctor?
The witch doctor? No. It was written on this telegram that came in for you. It came through a few days ago now. Your boss isn't too happy by the looks
Oops.
of it. Bill Bolam, the taxi driver, telephoned and said I'd
Find
find
you
you.
out here.
You're reading my telegrams?
I'm a newspaper reporter. It's one of the best ways to get a good story. Now, do
I
you
think
want
that's a
to know?
crime.
If you wouldn't mind.
I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it.
Callan,
Telegram.
late
You're
reporting
late
in.
reporting in.
I don't
I don't remember authorizing the reopening of a cold case.
Better make sure it pays
Face
off.
off, or you'll be swapping desks back to the mailroom. Sinclair. I knew there was
You
more.
want to send a reply?
Fair to say.
I knew there was more to the story.
He's going to be pushing up
Daisy
daisies
by morning.
And my one lead was the magazine I've been carrying with me since heading out. Before I checked in with my boss, I needed some progress to report badly. You know, for now I'll just leave it.
Suit yourself.
Fair enough.
Sounds like you're up to some fun on the island, Murphy. Be a sweetie and keep me updated so I have something to write about.
She didn't even wait for a reply before she started striding back through the bayou. She hadn't taken a single thing from me. Somehow. I
She
still
took my
felt like I was
privacy.
being mugged.
Off to a bad start with that lady. After she broke into my mail, I wonder if now's a good time to check out the magazine, considering Murphy has just said it's our one lead. I was suspicious about this auditing case. It looks like Murphy has taken it on mostly of his own volition. So this is the Merry and Macabre magazine, The Vanished Wedding, for 2 cents. For richer, for poorer, a mysterious manor, a bewitching bride, and a treasure trove that remains undiscovered to this very day. Hide beneath a blanket as we recount the spooky story of the vanishing wedding of Bellemore Manor. They say it happened on Halloween night 1899, and on the ominously named island of Devil's Rock. The creme de la creme of Louisianan society had been invited to the grand wedding of Abigail Bellemore, younger sister of the Bellemore brothers, wealthy owners of the Bellemore Trading Company, which traded the waters of the Caribbean. British by birth, the brothers took over the Bellemore Trading Company upon the tragic death of its original founders, their parents, while also adopting their young sister. The wedding of Abigail Bellemore was said to be the height of the year for the Louisiana high society. But it was already a wedding plagued by scandal and tragedy. Abigail had declared her love for a sailor who worked above her brother's ships. Eschewing the eligible bachelors across the south, Abigail was courted and proposed to by a commoner, unsure at first, but compelled by their love of their little sister. The brothers sanctioned the marriage and planned to make it a spectacle. But a fairy tale wedding this was not. writer's theory, murder. But who could accomplish such a heinous crime? The story takes a mysterious twist. It's a slightly confusing type font there. At the morning of the wedding, Abigail declared she would not marry the stalwart sailor, but would instead marry John Rackham, first officer of the Bellemore Trading Company, and its director following the disappearances of the Bellemore brothers. That's suspicious. Was the bride stolen from the sailor? Was the bride rescued by the officer? Or were the two men simply pawns of a demonic debutante? The following morning came, and no newlywed couple was to be found. Through the night, it is said that a huge green flash erupted from the manor house, and no one, not the bride, not the groom, nor any of the guests, was ever seen again. The house was abandoned, the Bellemore Trading Company broken up and sold off, the island left to fade into obscurity. And yet the wealth of the Bellemore family has never been found. Gold, jewels, or even more esoteric treasures, all still lie undiscovered. To this day, the house is avoided by anyone who knows its past, and still stands at the heart of the Bellemore estate, rotting away with its faded secrets still locked inside. What happened to the vanished wedding? What happened to the Bellemore treasure? The story gets stranger still. Rumors abound that the Bellemore brothers had an interest in the occult, and this dalliance with the dark arts may have seduced them. Could voodoo from the Caribbean expeditions have infiltrated Bellemore Manor? On occasion, the night sky above Devil's Rock still illuminates with a green glow, a memory of that fateful night when an entire wedding vanished. Or perhaps it is a beacon to a priceless treasure, still waiting for an adventurer foolish enough to pursue it. Till death do us part. And we have a picture here, reproductions from the Bellemore art collection. I'm guessing that's Abigail Bellemore and her three brothers stood behind her. Detailed here, Yardley Bellemore, the actor. A luminary of the stage on both coasts when his schedule allowed it, initially writing and performing plays, but in later years commissioning their production through his philanthropic efforts, as his schedule was overtaken by the rapidly growing business. We have Xavier Bellemore, the explorer, a member of the Captain's Club and the Globetrotters Guild. Xavier was the heartbeat of the Bellemore Trading Company's ventures in the Caribbean, where the three brothers made lucrative trading contracts that spread to the United States and across the Atlantic. And finally we have Cecil Bellemore, the scientist, lauded as a genius for his inventions and scientific rigor in the areas of electricity and transportation. Rumors abound about possible technological discoveries that would have been announced if only he had not disappeared. And then we just have like a little mail order thing down here. Everything you need to make your own kazoo, plus a book of sheet music. Impress your friends. Just a comb and some tissue paper are all it takes to make music. Just send the coupon below with 5 cents securely attached to receive the required materials. Have the popularity you have dreamed about become a musical maestro in the making. Please allow 6 weeks for delivery. No guarantee of success. Bucket & Co. Novelties, 990 Gilbert Avenue, Philadelphia, PA, Pennsylvania. I'm not too well up on my American geography. I attach 5 cents to purchase the materials to make my kazoo pleasant music. I like that touch. So, that is the story that has enthralled Murphy to reopen a cold case of some missing finances for him to audit. We do now have our tin boat filled with fish cuts that we can hopefully use to distract the alligator here.
Perhaps this would attract the gator's attention. The hulking mass of scales and muscles lumbered to the edge of the jetty, dangled its toothy jaws over the side.
It's kind of cute there. It looks like a cat. Oh, it hasn't been cooled up entirely.
It was the kind of water that made you hook. The gator had clambered to the edge of the jetty,
Dangling
dangling its
below
snout
the
toward the
bayou
bayou.
below. I wonder if we can like spin this crane around and gently convince it to jump into the water.
Ready?
Ready? Go, 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 go.
Aim.
Aim. Fire. Boop. Quick, quick.
With a splash that would be the envy of any cannonballing kid at a pool party, the irritable reptile disappeared into the murky bayou. I just hoped it didn't hold a grudge.
We got an achievement called "See You Later, Alligator" for getting past the alligator. And now we can head on to the Spirit Queen in all of its dilapidated glory. There's not much on the outside apart from the paddle wheel and this taxidermied fish.
The fish was mounted on a board surrounded by a gold frame.
Can we nab it? Let me grab that,
The taxidermied fish looked like
It was barely hanging on.
to the rotting wooden frame. Deciding it would be better coming with me, I picked it up. Into doing so,
To a long hole in his previously stitched up seam. How odd. Sometimes the logic of these adventure game protagonists is completely wild. Why would I just want to take a taxidermied fish with me?
It was the taxidermied fish I take it from the river.
With a ripped seam opening up some stuffing inside. I'm sure it's going to be useful at some point, but who knows when. We have the paddle wheel.
It's a large
Paddle
paddle wheel
used to propel the ship, unused for years by the looks of it. The Spirit Queen. I think we're heading over here to get a good look at it.
Writing on the paddle wheel said in fancy painted letters,
The Spirit Queen. Got it. Well, I think that's everything before we head inside. Let's go on into the riverboat.
Spirits and
Whoa.
splendors from realms yet unknown, guide to me the wanderer who searches alone. Welcome, Murphy McCallum.
how do you know my
How do you
name?
know my name?
Have you been reading my telegrams too?
I have no need for such trivia. Hey, I have eyes all over this island. Now,
It's time for me to come. See for yourself. Step into the light.
Come, step into the light.
Wow.
I know a lot about you, Murphy.
This place is incredible.
A childhood spent in orphanages.
Oh.
I know things about you, even you.
How do you know all that?
My name is Dr. Moray.
This is Dr.
I'm a
Moray.
A shadow man, a controller of spirits that balance the line between life and death. And those spirits whisper to me. But for now, it's your time to talk, Murphy.
Tell me why you've come to
Tell
my
me
humble,
why you've come to my
humble abode.
I've been told you could help me.
That depends.
I'm looking for the lost Bellemore
I told
treasure.
myself that the doctor's theatrics didn't convince me. There must have been a logical reason why he knew what he did, but with how skittish the locals were, humoring him seemed like my only chance of learning more. I'm looking for the $13 million that went missing from the Bellemore accounts. I'm an auditor.
13 million. Wow.
Do you take me for a fool? I know what your mind sees when your eyes are closed. Tell me, Murphy, what do you dream of?
Wow. As Murphy, we dream of finding the lost treasure of Bellemore Manor, not necessarily about getting the state its taxes.
I dream about finding the lost treasure of Bellemore Manor.
I see that spirit
Yeah.
hungering for more than
Auditor's
auditor's life. And I know you dreamed about that treasure every night since you first read the story. Tell me I'm not right.
It's like the treasure is calling out for me to find it.
Many have sought the lost treasure of Bellemore Manor. All have failed. Some, it is said, have perished in the process.
I wonder if we have a personal connection.
Bellemore Manor all those years ago.
The ghost story? I've read it, but I don't know how much of it is really true.
All of it.
Dark magic runs throughout Bellemore.
Bellemore Manor.
The house was built by
By the Bellemore brothers, three merchants from England who made their fortune trading
across
across
the
the
Caribbean. Xavier Bellemore,
Xavier
an explorer,
Bellemore, the explorer.
Yardley
Yardley Bellemore,
an
an
actor,
actor.
and
Cecil Bellemore,
a
a
scientist. Their parents dead.
Each loved and cared for the young sister, Abigail.
Abigail met a young sailor who worked aboard her brother's ships, and in less than a year, he proposed. The engagement was a scandal. Despite having to pick of any eligible bachelor in high society, her hand and her share of Bellemore fortune was
To commoner.
because of their unconditional love for their young sister. The Bellemore brothers sanctioned the union, but people began to
Wonder
wonder
if Abigail
was
was being
being
locked into marriage.
whether by
Blackmail or black magic.
The three proud brothers
There's the
planned a
picture.
grand wedding, but in the months leading up to it,
We saw that in the
one by
magazine.
one, each of the brothers was lost, presumably dead. And yet the wedding was still to go ahead. And with Abigail set to inherit the entire Bellemore fortune once she came of age, people began to wonder whether the sailor was not a perpetrator, but a pawn. On the morning of the wedding, Abigail summoned the sailor to her chambers. I don't love you, Abigail declared. I
I
never
never loved you. I don't think she was telling the truth.
All the guests gathered in the house. Abigail declared that she would marry another on that same evening. John Rackham.
John Rackham.
Bellemore Trading Company
Suspicious.
would be her new groom.
Very suspicious.
Except that didn't happen. That night, everyone in the house
Suddenly mysteriously vanished. With a flash of green light.
In the house that night was a heart that would be broken, a victim who would be tricked, and a force that would unleash evil. But no one knows exactly who each was. If you want to find the treasure,
You'll have to find out. A very intriguing mystery.
You're telling me that all of that actually happened?
and so much more, Murphy.
Mysteries
Mysteries
you've yet
to
to uncover.
Dr. Moray's performance was gripping, but it seemed
He's
like
a very
something
good
out of the vaudeville
performer.
shows I'd snuck into as a teenager. Grifters peddling magic spells, fortune-telling, and miracle elixirs. At least that's what I tried to tell myself. And the treasure is that real too?
13 million.
as real as you are, Murphy. And someone went to a lot of trouble hiding it.
Can you help me find it?
I can, if you can prove your dedication to the search.
Does he
I
want to
will
cut?
need
I
you
wonder.
to retrieve something from inside the house. A small leather pouch called Gree-Gree.
Gree-Gree.
still hides inside Abigail Bellemore's bedroom.
What is it?
You'll need it.
Why did Abigail Bellemore have it in her bedroom?
We'll get you inside.
Whoa. He summoned a key from his green pool.
You're not gonna pull a rabbit out of your hat for your next trick, are you?
I do not do tricks, Murphy McCallan. You'll soon learn this. The Bellemore estate lies at the end of the
northeastern peninsula.
Rock.
Devil's
Find
Rock.
that gree-gree and bring
Find
it
the
back to
gree-gree. Bring it back to Dr. Moray. Wow, look how far we have to go.
I'll be here when you return. And Murphy, this ghost story, now it's yours.
We are embroiled. And we don't look happy about it. Alright, alright. So, next stop is going to be the abandoned Bellemore Manor, all the way on the other side of Devil's Rock. I wonder if we'll be able to get all of this done in the one night that Murphy has. Although,
Framed by trees and lit by moonlight, Bellemore Manor stood imposingly in still night air. Even without any lights on, felt like something inside the house.
it looks great.
Warning me.
And it looks in good shape too. I imagine that once Murphy gets all tied up in the real life ghost story here, he won't care so much about missing the auditing deadline. Let's see what we can investigate here. We have the pond.
A large pond lay in front of the house, slowly being reclaimed by algae, weeds, and who knew what else.
What if I inspect it? Interact with it?
I considered
considered
wading
wading to the pond.
water up to my waist, squelching my way through the reeds
Some
and
mud, past frogs, bugs, and
water
water
snakes.
snakes.
Then I realized I had
Absolutely no reason to do that. Very fair. Let's inspect Bellemore Manor.
Bellemore Manor stood
Proudly
proudly
and
and
enigmatically
enigmatically
at
in
the
the
center
center
of the estate.
Who knew what had gone on inside its walls?
Anything else to inspect while we're out here? Let me just run to the other side. To the right side of the screen in case there's anything here. Oh, there's like a little, like a small pavilion. Let's take a look at this. It's pretty cute. And what a great view. Wow, look at that. Look at that.
A table and chairs sat inside the gazebo, an echo of better days. The patina of rust, it was
Oh,
clear the patio
that's
stood
not
for
good.
decades.
As we walked through it, the horseshoe fell upside down.
A horseshoe hung above the threshold of the gazebo, supposedly a symbol of good luck.
Can we grab it?
Ouch!
It fell on us. So much for good luck. I feel bad for Murphy, but that was surprisingly
The
funny.
horseshoe lay undamaged on the floor. Fortunately, my head had broken its fall.
A soft landing for the horseshoe. Let's grab it.
I picked up the horseshoe that had assaulted me.
It's heavy.
It was heavy, as the bump on my head attested.
Can I get a bit of view? I love this view under the sea here, with the full moon as well. Beautiful, beautiful. This is an exit to the island, and we have a path here as well. I wonder if it leads anywhere useful. Let's run them through. What? Around the back. Okay. We have a big carriage wheel in the middle of this area. We're around the back of the manor, and there's like a shed here.
An old carriage wheel sat
Discarded
discarded
in the grass. Any use interacting, I wonder.
The wheel was too
Too heavy to move, yeah. Fair enough. There's a big barrel hanging on the shed. It says molasses on
The
it.
barrel hung from a rope marked in stenciled writing, molasses. The barrel
The barrel
dangled
hangs
from
from
a
a
rope
rope
like
like
a
a
pinata,
pinata.
but having this burst over my head would be the first step in getting tarred and feathered.
Sure. There's a skull
The
here
cow
too.
skull was mounted in the frame as a macabre decoration. The cow skull was out of reach, high
Try
up on the
my
gate.
table.
Two large doors marked the entrance to the building, wide
One
enough
of
for
the
the grandest
grandest of carriages. Just inspecting the carriage house here.
locked from the inside.
Yeah, this smaller door here.
Dangled a barrel in front of the carriage house's hatch.
That was tied off on the handle of the side door. I suppose if we wanted to get in through this smaller door, we'd have to cut this rope.
Length of rope dangled. The knot was tied so tightly
I couldn't loosen it.
The handle
turned. The door's restrained by the taut rope tied to it.
From its other end dangled a heavy barrel full of molasses.
How strange. Alright, so to get into the carriage house, we're gonna have to find a way to cut the rope. And I don't think any of our items right now are gonna be helpful. Let's carry on round to the back of the manor.
Looking out over the tranquility of the gardens, its magnolias
Lit by moonlight, nothing
nothing would take my attention away from
the macabre sign dangling from the oak tree.
a hanged skeleton.
Its wedding suit,
Little more than tattered rags
clipped to bone, and its skull seemingly watching me.
hollow, unblinking eyes. The eternal groom without a bride.
A groom, is this, Rackham? Oh, look at that. Right in the foreground in the, front left. There's a bird's hat on the tree, and as I move Murphy, the bird turns to keep a watch on him. Spooky. There's quite a lot to inspect here, though, so let's start with this tree.
A dying tree stood next to the balcony, its branches devoid of leaves, its bark flaking away.
I don't think I can inspect the bird.
The stark trunk of the tree didn't offer
Any possibility of climbing it, yeah. And let's take a look at this hanged skeleton.
A skeleton, clothed in wedding attire, hung by the neck from a branch of the tree. Glinting in the moonlight was a wedding ring it still held.
Yeah, I can see the wedding ring glinting every so often,
The skeleton hung high up in the tree,
swaying with each
slight
breeze.
Even from down on the ground, I felt disturbingly close to it.
Sure. There are also these statues around the outside of the building here. There's like a couple of knights kneeling, like a priest maybe with a book. I don't think there's anything else to do around here though, so we are gonna need to head right back round to the front. Okay.
From the outside, I couldn't spot any clues to the location of the Bellemore treasure.
We have a key to the front door, I presume, so let's head on through to it.
The imposing front doors to Bellemore Manor. I wondered how many people had entered the house this way, and how many never came back out again.
It really does look in pretty good condition, considering how humid the bayou is. I was expecting it to be a lot worse, with all the paint peeling and all of the wood rotted, but it looks good. Head to the door.
I needed the key to open it.
I do indeed have the key, so let me
With a
use
deep
that.
breath, I placed the key into the lock of the house I'd been thinking about for weeks, and turned it.
I wonder how long ago it was that we read the magazine. I kind of assumed that we read it as like a kid, and it's been haunting us ever since, but maybe it hasn't been so long. Let's head in. Wow, look at
I
this.
don't know if I expected a reply, but with only an echo in response, it seemed like nobody was home. I hope that was just the wind.
The front door just slammed. Should we try opening them
It
again?
wasn't time to leave.
Okay. Murphy doesn't even want to try. Okay. Oh, a ghost orb.
An orb appeared seemingly from nowhere,
Glowing and shimmering with energy.
simultaneously captivating, terrifying.
Look at that
It's
presence.
like it had a presence, an aura that I
Could this be Abigail?
My first instinct was to look for smoke and mirrors, but this illusion was right
Before
before
my very eyes.
one that I could reach out and touch.
Don't touch the orb. What? It's off. It's off. Into one of the doors. Not much to say about that. We have a portrait here.
Paintings hung on the walls of the hall.
This one looks like it's
haunting of
Abigail
Bellemore.
Bellemore, hauntingly beautiful. Let me check out these doors on the right side as well.
Flanking the staircases was a matching pair of doors leading deeper into the manor.
Can we go in this one?
The door didn't have a visible lock.
This door is stuck. What about the double doors here?
It was a pair of decorated wooden doors.
Let's try and get in. Nope.
Neither of the doors appearing to open.
Appeared through the crack between them.
I couldn't tell if I was imagining things.
Looked like shadows.
Shadows. Dancing.
Is that the ballroom through there, I wonder? There's a couple more portraits to check out.
I remembered seeing reproductions of the paintings in the Merry and Macabre magazine.
Definitely this one on the left. What's this though?
It was a painting of the
Gazebo, recognized from the cliff top. Oh, I see. It's a little small from this angle, but I can see it.
I wondered how long it had taken to paint. Huge paintings hung on the walls of the hall.
Investigate this one. This is Abigail with the three brothers.
The three brothers stood around their seated younger sister.
And how about this door?
Flanking the stair.
Also stuck.
Like the other door, this door had no
As
key.
expected.
It still seemed to be locked too.
Couple more things to check out before we head into the door where the ghost orb went flying. There's a nice fireplace here.
Sat between the two curved staircases.
Guarded on each side by stone lions.
Without a flue, the fireplace seemed
Fairly
entirely
decorative.
decorated. Yet,
Standing in front of it, I could feel a breeze. Yeah, that's a good point. There doesn't seem like there's anywhere for the smoke to go. Maybe there's like a hidden flue. And what about this statue?
A stone statue depicting two Greek deities in the sea. So skillfully carved, it looked like the water droplets on their skin might drip away at any moment.
I recognize Poseidon, of course. I'm not sure who the female one is, though.
Two sea deities stared at me with disapproving eyes. I didn't know what I could have done to disappoint a statue.
Sure. Looks like everything here in the lobby has been inspected by us. So let's head on through to the door where the ghost orb went flying. Whoa. Off it goes. Whoosh. This is cozy though. I love the colour scheme here. We've got some like maroon wallpapered walls with some nice curtains too. So I know that the orb went to the west corridor, but I think I'll check out the east corridor first. Oh, there's an ominous looking portrait here.
Clearly, the artist had managed to imbue the brushstrokes with something of the subject's personality.
Yeah,
Downright sinister.
very sinister.
The portrait exuded an unsettling aura. I didn't know who it was. I didn't like the way he looked back at me.
Is it one of the Bellemore brothers? I'm not sure which one it could be though. There's a trunk here. Seems to be locked.
I tried to open the trunk, but in the darkness I only managed to fumble unsuccessfully with the latch.
Can I inspect it?
A heavy trunk sat in the corner of the corridor.
Okay. Otherwise, in this hallway we have 3 doors. One with an X. I'm guessing for Xavier. One with a Z for Cecil, and one with a Y for... was it Yardley? Curtains.
There was nothing
Nothing
behind
behind the curtains.
Thick red curtains hung loosely in front of the circular window.
I love our circular window. Shall we try these doors? Although I'm expecting none of them to open. It'll be a surprise if we can get into any of these rooms. Alright, we'll start with X.
The door was marked X, presumably the room of Xavier Bellemore.
We'll rattle the door a bit.
The door was locked.
It was
The door
locked.
was marked C.
C for
I
Cecil.
guessed it was Cecil Bellemore's bedroom.
Let's try this one.
The door
Nope.
was locked.
And And finally,
The
why?
door was marked wide,
Yardley.
possibly the chambers of Yardley Bellemore.
Let's try that.
The door was locked.
Also locked, just as expected, and I think then we have nothing else to do in the east corridor. So let's head on through to the west corridor. This was where the ghost orb. Oh, whoa. There it is. It's gone into this room with a bright light.
I didn't remember seeing any lights on when I was outside the house.
There's a couple of servant bells. Shall we inspect them?
Fixed to the wall were 3 servants' bells. Used to call the staff to different rooms in the house. I couldn't ring the bells
Can
from
ring
the
them from the
hall.
hallway. What are these extra doors? Shall we
It was a door to
investigate? Oops.
It was a door to an
Door
unknown
to an
room.
unknown room. We can try opening it, I guess.
The door was locked.
The door was locked. This one.
It was a door to an unknown room.
Another unknown room. The door was locked. And the only other thing in this hallway are the
Thick red
curtains.
curtains were tied back in front of the window.
I guess we can try interacting
I
with
looked
them.
behind the curtains, but there was nothing there.
Alright. Final thing then, we are going to go into this brightly lit room. Following the ghost orb.
Walking into the room, I realized it must have been Abigail's bedroom.
In the
It was
right
in the right
place.
place. Somewhere
It's so
in this
bright
room
in
was the
here.
Gregory. I needed to find it.
We don't seem too suspicious about the fact that, one, the ghost orb came flying in here, and two, the lights are on. Let's do some digging though. We have this cord, which I assume will be for the servant bell.
Hung from the wall used to call the attention of the house staff.
Shall we try and interact with it? Ding, 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 ding. I can hear faint ringing, but I'm not sure anyone will be coming to help us. We have a bed
It was
here.
a grand 4-poster bed with a carving of a single rose on its canopy. The sheets lay flat on the bed.
Undisturbed for more than 30 years. The
Gregory
Gregory
wasn't going to
wasn't
be
going to be
there.
there. We have 3 portraits on the wall of, I think, Abigail's brothers.
Above the fireplace hung individual portraits of 3 men.
Bride's 3
They must have
brothers.
been the bride's 3 brothers. Portraits hung tight to the wall and didn't reveal
Anything hidden behind them. Got it. I'm gonna check out the fireplace last. We have a phonograph.
It was an old phonograph used for playing music. The phonograph didn't have a record to play.
No record to play, unfortunately. How about the balcony
Dust
door?
and grime that had built up on the glass. I could see
that the doors open out to a balcony
looking on below.
Looks like they don't
Tried to
open.
the balcony doors, but they were
Locked securely.
I wasn't getting through them.
We have a dresser here with a little jewelry box on it. Maybe the Gregory is
The corner of
there.
the room held a dressing table with a large trifold mirror.
Oh, we have a creepy angle on the mirror. I wonder if we're going to see any spooky brides behind us. So we've got,
I couldn't see anything special about the phonograph's reflection.
yeah,
The phonograph in the corner of the room could be seen in the reflection.
what's this? A vase.
It was best to leave the vase where it was.
How about the reflection?
It's a beautiful vase waiting for beautiful flowers.
And let's check out the, oh, it's a music box.
The music box looked exquisite. Deeply varnished wood, grain
Still
still
visible
visible,
with
was
edged
edged
delicately
delicately
with
with
gold.
gold.
Let's open
The
it
music
up.
box was locked with no visible keyhole, but a distinctive indent in the front looked like it might be the mechanism to open
Sure.
it if I had the right key.
I can see the indent he's talking about. I don't think, oh, tabletop.
It was the top of the bride's dresser. There's nothing I could do with the tabletop.
Yeah, I think that's about everything here for the dresser. Now I can see something glinting in the ash pan of the fireplace.
It's a marble fireplace covered in dust.
Let's try and inspect it.
Lighting the fire may have warmed the room, but it couldn't take away the chill I felt standing there.
Oh.
tried to live
Tried to lift the
in
upper end,
where
great, but the decades
of
without
privacy
users
was
was in place.
A grate opened beneath the stove to the ash pan, designed to allow burned charcoal and ashes to be cleaned out. Something inside
Something
it was
inside is glinting in the
light.
light. That's what I'm seeing there. It's like a red flash. Shall we try using the
A
poker
sturdy iron poker hung from the hook by
to
the
coax it
fireplace.
out? Let's grab it.
I took the poker from the hook.
Poker from the hook.
I hope that was my imagination.
Did you hear that? There was a ghostly voice whispering, "Get out. Get out." Oh. I don't think things are going to go very well for us, but we're too far in. Let's use the poker on the ash pan.
I wedged the poker in the grate. With all my might, pulled.
Ah, there it is. I imagine this is going to open the music box. Let's grab it.
With the grate open, I could see the object that had caught the light. I picked up the object that had been glinting in the
It was a
fireplace
jeweled
and
brooch.
discovered It was a jeweled brooch.
Here it is in the inventory. Let's
It was an ornate brooch that had tarnished with age.
age. What should have been a sparkling gem is now grimy and dull. Bright enough to flash in the ash pan, though. Let's try it on the music box. Here we go. It fit perfectly.
The indentation in the music box. With a small click, the music box opened and
Revealed the contents it had held untouched for more than 30 years. It looks like the gree-gree.
Inside the music box lay the small leather pouch that had been described to me. A gree-gree.
Let's grab
The
it.
small leather bag was just as the witch doctor had described.
It's hard to imagine what could be so important
about
about it. I wonder if we'll have a chance to open it. Whoa, look.
You should not be here.
That's Abigail.
Wait, I can explain.
You don't belong here.
I don't mean any harm.
Get out. Get out.
Oh no. Whoa.
With good fortune, the pond had broken my fall. It was a strange juxtaposition.
What
Moving
can I go
goldfish
fish
out
out
of
my
my underwear as I tried to process the fact that I'd just been the victim of an attempted murder by a ghost bride.
Yeah, Abigail appeared out of nowhere and
True. That meant the treasure might be real as well. Now I had the gree-gree. It was time to return
turned
to
to Spirit Queen. Yeah. Abigail just appeared and threw us out of the window.
Murphy, did you find me?
I
saw
did
her.
indeed.
I saw the bride.
She tried to kill me.
I told you, it's true. Now, do you have the Greek?
I do.
Yes,
I do.
I found it.
Good. Good.
Now, do you believe?
what I've been telling
I do believe.
I'm starting to. Why did she try to kill me?
you? There are some spirits that, even if they do not wish to give up what they amassed in life. The question is,
Strong enough to persuade them.
I would be if they'd give me a chance to ask them.
precisely. That will be our next step.
Yeah. Oh, what's this? A journal or map? Some kind of tattered paper. What's this?
A manuscript?
A manuscript for a voodoo
Spell to help me
spell.
find the treasure?
A spell to reveal those who know where it is.
Got it. There are many things on this island that have gone unseen. Stories that have been left unheard. At least by mortals. Foolish mortals, maybe.
New with realms beyond. Let me introduce you to a friend. Out of the shadows, the cursed and the damned. Return
Now my servant to do my command. Whoa. Whoa, a ghostly apparition here. Lost treasure of Bellemore Manor. Tell him that this can be done. Whoa.
Only inhabitants of the house know where the treasure lies.
Who is this?
Spirits still within its walls, trapped
Between life death.
To ask them, those spirits must be
pulled back to the mortal realm.
And that is what our spell will do, Breathy. A summoning spell to unveil.
This Dr. Moray's the real deal.
7 ingredients placed
Inside, tight closed, and then unseal. Then the focus what may hide.
This
The spell will soon reveal.
Once you've collected all 7, we can summon the ghosts of
I don't know that I want to do that.
Once we've summoned the ghosts, we can ask them exactly where the treasure is
Treasure is
hidden.
hidden.
You have served me, Noah. Be gone.
And away he goes.
That, Murphy, is your goal. Find the 7 ingredients named in the voodoo manuscript. Place them in the gree
and return to the Spirit
Queen. Are you up to the task?
I think so.
Excellent. Then there's just one
thing
thing
left to do.
The gree that you carry is not yours. It was stolen from the spirits. An artifact
Only work for its rightful owner.
to be used. It cannot be stolen. It can only be bought or traded.
Traded or inherited.
Fortunately for you, the spirits and I are willing to make a trade. A trade for
Something
something
symbolic of his spirit.
The spirit
Is it gonna be the magazine, maybe?
if you want the gree.
Maybe the magazine. Maybe the magazine.
What do you have to offer in exchange for it?
Oh, we can do some inspecting in this room now. Let's do that before we hand anything over. So we have the spirit pool in the
In the
middle.
center of the room was a huge stone pool filled with swirling green water. Gazing into the spirit pool, I thought I could see
Formless
faces
faces gazing back at me. Anything over here? We have the witch doctor, of course. Some candles.
The room was dotted with lit candles. Just the ambience you need in a
Voodoo
voodoo.
den. Anything else? I'm not sure there's anything else before we speak to the witch doctor again.
The witch doctor stared at me with intense, unblinking eyes, anticipating my next move. I didn't need to talk to the witch doctor yet.
Needed an item to trade for the gree. Well, a representation of my spirit and my desire to leave my humdrum auditing life. I can only imagine that the magazine would work.
Would the spirits trade the gree for this?
I know far more about the house than what is on that
Fish
fish.
wrap movie. Got it. Maybe he just wants something valuable. How about the brooch?
Would the spirits trade the gree for this?
A valuable brooch
But I
indeed.
seek something that represents
But I
me.
seek something that represents you.
What about my pocket watch for, what was it, 5 years of auditing?
Pocket watch I'd been given when I reached 5 years.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Let's try trading that. Oh, looks like it's gonna work. I kinda wish I tried the other items to see what he
A
said.
pocket watch. A symbol of the life that doesn't satisfy you. A symbol of lost time. There you give it up.
I think I can do without it.
Then cast it into the spirit pool.
Okay. There we go, dropping it in. Did the spirits accept it?
The spirits have
They are satisfied. Perfect.
The gree and its powers are now rightfully yours to wield. You are ready now.
What does it do though?
Head out to the island and retrieve
Retrieve the ingredients we need.
Then I will
show you
show
the
you
final
the
step of the spell.
How am I going to find what I need?
Everything I've ever needed for my voodoo spells, I've found here. It's as though this island draws the supernatural to it. The bayou, the beach, the town, the manor, all
Alright.
will help you in your search.
It's basically just telling us that we need to do the investigation ourselves.
Fort to the south, the church at the island's heart. The island will lead you to that which you seek.
I have no doubt about that. And with that, we've opened up a bunch more locations. Look at that. there's a couple more things that we can chat to Dr. Moray about. How are the ghosts trapped within Bellemore Manor?
How are the ghosts trapped within Bellemore Manor?
The explosion is what
Sealed
sealed
their
their
fate.
fate. They exist
Explosion.
now only as spirits, the form they should take in the spirit realm. And yet they remain here in the mortal realm. The ghosts are trapped in that house, unseen, unheard,
And unable to interact with the world around them.
This spell will change that.
Got it.
How was the bride able to attack me when she's supposedly unseen and unheard?
Yeah,
Voodoo
that's the
works
bride.
best when attuned to emotion, and the strongest of those emotions can sometimes push beyond the known limits. She must
She must have been very angry. We did steal from
If I summon
her.
the spirits of the house, won't I also summon the bride again?
Very true, Murphy. Best be a little more persuasive
Yeah.
this time.
What was the explosion that caused everyone to disappear?
What was the explosion that caused everyone to disappear?
It was a tearing in the very
A tearing in the threshold
life
between
and
life and death.
A chain reaction of spirit energy
Wow.
suddenly unleashed by the most violent of emotions. Just as the bride's anger allowed her to manifest in front of you this very evening, think of the rage that must have caused an entire household to explode and vanish.
Who is the creature that you talk to?
Who was the creature that you talked to?
That is my lower.
Lower.
The lower of the mysteries, the invisibles, the messages.
Is it a ghost?
The ghost.
No, they are the intermediaries between humans and the supernatural. There are two planes of existence.
The mortal realm and the spirit realm.
Lower can move
Between
between
them
them
both with my
both.
powers.
My powers I
I can command them when they do. Wow. And how did you learn voodoo?
How did you learn voodoo?
I have always been adept with the mystic arts, just as you dream of treasure.
Dream of power.
I came to Devil's Rock many years ago, drawn by its voodoo energy, and no sooner than I arrived, the
Spirit realm began to reveal itself.
to me, pleaded for me to be its master.
I'm not sure I'm too fond of this guy. Seems like he might double-cross us if power is in the question. Why is this island such a focus of voodoo energy?
Why is this island such a focus of voodoo energy?
I suspect the answer to that question only lies in what you're seeking.
Okay. What's this riverboat we're aboard?
What's this riverboat we're aboard?
This is the Spirit
Spirit Queen.
It used to be a pleasure boat, lie on the rivers around the island.
And a drink.
Began a drink
Gambling.
and gamble. That's how I came to own the boat. A lucky game of chance. But between you and me, Murphy, it's a lot easier to win.
The guy's a cheat.
Spirit to control and roll like a
The guy's
dice.
a cheater.
Sounds like you cheated.
Fate was always gonna bring this boat to me. I just
Hurried it
hurried
along.
along.
Do you keep an alligator as a pet?
Do you keep an alligator as a pet?
That's right. My
Mephistopheles.
Mephistopheles. Blind as a bat, but with the smell of a bloodhound. Good thing he's chained up safely in the boiler room.
No, he isn't. He was
Yeah,
out
he
on the
was
jetty when I was trying to
protecting
get
the
aboard.
boat.
Where is he now?
Swimming in the
bayou.
Oh dear, not again.
Oh no. And the final option, I'm gonna go and find the voodoo ingredients.
I'm going to go and find the voodoo ingredients.
Rebecca.
Hurry back. Great. Part 1, the summoning spell. So that was the prologue. And here we are on the outside of the Spirit Queen. Well, I definitely enjoyed the prologue. I'm very intrigued about the mystery. And the characters so far have been pretty likable. Not to mention that the art style is again beautiful, and the score and voice acting great as well. I don't have many bad things to say. My only complaint is that I don't have more time to play right now. enjoyed this one and found it relaxing or interesting. And I hope as well, I hope that you come back soon for another one. Thank you so much for joining me today.